It's the five-letter word game taking the world by storm. If you're not across the daily word game Wordle, here is a quick explainer on how the game works.
Rules are straightforward. Users try to guess the five-letter word of the day. They get 6 attempts. Green signifies a correct letter and location. Yellow means correct letter, wrong spot. Once finished, users are encouraged to share their results.
You would have got Shire in one there,
100%.
wouldn't you? Yeah, of course. Wordle is played by millions around the world. It was invented by an online game software engineer called Josh Wardle for his girlfriend. But yesterday, it was sold to the New York Times for a 7-figure sum. Jonathon Knight is the general manager for games at the New York Times, and he joins us now. G'day, Jonathon. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me on.
So what does the purchase mean for fans of Wordle? What a lot of people were asking on Twitter yesterday, where they share their results, is will they have to pay to play the game?
When this game comes to the New York Times, it will continue to be free to play, and we're really focused on continuing the experience that everybody loves and respecting what's so great about this game.
That comes as great relief to you, and
I subscribe.
Jonathon, you've just met Australia's biggest fan of Wordle, who proudly displays her results every single day, even when it's in 5 goes, which isn't very often, is it?
Once.
You
had to bring that one up.
There were only 90 people playing it last year, but it now has millions. Why is it so popular?
I mean, I think it's a few reasons, but mainly, the game, we're all trying to find that same 5-letter word every day. And it just kind of brings us all together in this kind of shared collective moment each day. And, that's kind of something we need right now.
Most definitely, yeah. Currently, there's only just one puzzle a day. Will that change once the game becomes part of the New York Times?
We don't have any plans to change things like that. Our focus, like I said, is really just kind of bringing the game as is. We just think it's really magical. And Josh Wardle, the creator, he and I met early on. I think we're very aligned with kind of just the types of games that, the Times wants to bring out. And we don't have any plans to kind of change it. We think it's going to be great to introduce the New York Times to this game, to introduce the people who play Wordle to our games, and we're just kind of focused on that engagement and audience, and it's just a great game. It makes sense for us.
The other thing a lot of Wordle players were wondering is, are they going to be able to carry over their wins and streaks when it goes to you guys?
Yeah, so we're working with Josh on that. The answer is yes. And so, yeah, more to come on that. But that's actually literally the focus of this week, is sort of working through the details on that.
Great.
And is there you obviously play the game, so I'm talking to a friend here. Do you have a go-to 5-letter word that you always start with? And if so, what is it?
Yeah, I do. And I was noticing in your clip that you played that the first one was arise.
Yeah.
I start with raise, R-A-I-S-E, which is essentially the same thing as arise. I have the vowel strategy. I can't say it gets me in 2, but it's like a solid 3 or 4 every time if you go with the vowel strategy.
How did you go today, Jonathon?
Today's been a bit crazy. I'm trying to remember. I think I may have landed a 5 today. I'd have to go back and look.
What did
I've been
you
quite
get,
busy
Ange?
today. It's,
I haven't done today's yet, but I did get it in 2 yesterday. So my most recent one is good.
Jonathon,
Stop living in the past.
there are people that stay up till midnight just so that they
Are the first to do
can
it.
tick it off and get it done. Like, it is extraordinary that there is a game that is actually so simple. And how long does it take you to do each?
I don't know, but
one?
I think it's maybe 5 minutes or so, but it's 5 minutes of every day that's just peace and happiness and quiet in this chaotic times. And I know a lot of people are sharing that. It's a really nice thing.
Yeah, Jonathon, how extraordinary is it that a game has captured the hearts of so many people, and how much did the New York Times want to have it?
It is extraordinary. You don't see it often. And, it's just one of the things that's so special about the game is it's just that one word a day, and the kind of the rarity, the limit of that. I know after the first few days I played it, I started waking up every morning, and it's just the first thing I would think about. I mean, I would literally just reach for my phone from the bed to play Wordle, and something like that is it's really rare. So, no, we were really excited to have it be part of the family. We absolutely felt like we had to have it, and we were really honored that Josh felt the same way from the beginning. He thought the New York Times was the right home for the game, and really glad it all worked out.
I've just got two other really quick things. I am a little bit obsessed. There are only a finite number of five-letter words in the English language. Are you concerned you're going to run out? Number one. And number two, it's a big scandal in Australia. Whenever you put in a word that is the American spelling of a word as opposed to the Australian or English spelling. I'm thinking of the word favour, which popped up a few weeks ago. It was F-A-V-O-R on the puzzle, and, of course, we don't spell it that way.
So the answer to the first question is no, we're not concerned about running out. I think on the second question, in all seriousness, we have at the New York Times what we think is the best in the world puzzle editor team. Our puzzle editors, they're just best in class. They've been doing the crossword puzzle forever. The first crossword puzzle ran in the Times in 1942. Will Shortz has been the editor of the crossword since the 80s. And the reality is this team will take over Wordle. They will be looking at the word list and thinking about that. So I think there's every opportunity for us to, with the resources we now have at our disposal, to give the words a little bit closer look each day.
All right.
Are you done?
My fears are allayed. I think it's all going to be great.
Jonathan, you've given us a huge treat because we haven't seen Angela Bishop this excited about any segment on Studio 10 for a little while. So this is really, this floated our boat today. Jonathon Knight from the New York Times, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, no worries. We'll take care of the game. No worries.
Good on you.
Good to know.
Take care.